Plaintiff Christina Lopez says when she and the defendant were in high school, Christina introduced her to cigarettes and marijuana. Christina cleaned up her act, but she claims years later she discovered the defendant was using crystal meth and heroin. Christina's suing for 2 unpaid loans. Defendant Sylvia Holston and her husband Larry admit that they were both addicted to drugs, but insist they've been sober for a year and are trying to get their lives back on track. Larry insists he offered to repay Christina with tattoo work, but she refused.
Start with you.
So I've known Sylvia since we were in high school. She was the goody-goody type, and I was the rebellious one. And I introduced her kind of into the smoking and drinking and, getting high.
In what grade?
Freshman year.
Of high school?
Yes, sir.
Did you get caught?
Legally, I've never got in trouble for anything.
At school or at home?
No, sir, neither.
Neither?
No, nobody ever found out. So after high school, I actually cleaned myself up, got into the medical field, and, kept everything straight. So
that was quick. You went right from high school to practicing medicine.
Yes, sir. Not practicing medicine, but in the medical field, yes.
Okay, I'm just having fun with you. What do you do?
I'm a medical assistant.
Okay, good.
So, and getting ready to start back school to get my RN.
Good.
So, but her and I had lost contact for quite a few years, and we got back in touch maybe about 5 years ago. And I noticed that she wasn't the same person that I had known in high school. Her personality was completely different. She was paranoid and, thinking that people were out to get her.
Yeah, I mean, she was still getting high. You stopped and she was still getting high.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it came down to.
It sounded like she was getting high off cocaine, as a matter of fact.
Well, come to find out, it was actually a little bit harder than that.
What?
It was, I believe, meth and heroin.
Yeah.
So.
No, heroin don't make you paranoid. Heroin make you not. And cocaine make you paranoid. The feds, they out to get me. Go ahead.
So, there was one day that I was actually on the phone with her husband, Larry, and the police had actually busted into their house and raided their house. And they both went to jail.
I know what I'm talking about. What did they find in the house, to your knowledge?
That I don't know.
How do you know the other part?
Because, like
if
I said,
you're gonna be nosy all the way.
Her and I, we became friends again.
The police kicked the door in, but you don't know what they found.
It was drug-related charges.
Where did you find it out?
She told me.
All right. Well, that's why I keep asking you. Where did you find out? You found out later from her. Mm-hmm. All right. I say, what did they find in there? Ask her.
What did they find?
They didn't find anything. We had already destroyed everything at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. What did they destroy? Ask her. You're gonna be nosy half the way. Be nosy all the way. What did they destroy?
Checks.
No, we talking about dope. Drugs.
Yeah, that too.
That too.
That went down the toilet. Everything.
Everything. Y'all just get high off everything. Lord have mercy. Go ahead. You give me some background on you guys.
She's far from the perfect angel. She's gotten extremely intoxicated, gotten kicked out of bars, getting into fights, actually hitting a police car.
A parked police car at that, Your Honor.
Driving drunk.
Yes.
That's not true.
You don't do that, do you?
No.
You just get high off your heroin and nod out.
That's actually not what happened.
We've actually been clean and sober now for a little while, and we're doing really good.
Good. Absolutely. How long have you been clean and sober?
A year.
Good. A year. Good. All right, so we can have fun with it. You're clean and sober. Good to hear that.
Plaintiff Christina Lopez says after she introduced the defendant to drugs in high school, the defendant eventually became addicted to crystal meth and heroin.
All right, so let's talk about the loan you're suing them for.
Yes, sir.
The loans.
Yes, sir. So their vehicle had broke down. I had just got my income tax return in, and they didn't have the money for a down payment for a vehicle or the insurance. And because I feel like it's my responsibility that, not my responsibility, but my fault that she got into the drugs and everything else, I try to do what I can to help her and to make sure she stays clean and sober. So they didn't have anybody else financially be able to help them, so I lent them the money for it.
Okay.
I lent them $2,000 for the down payment on their truck.
When?
This was in February.
Okay.
And it was $304 for the insurance.
When were they to pay it?
They were to pay by March 5th when he finished.
Like 20 days later?
Yes. He was remodeling a home and was supposed to get a bonus once that home was finished.
Okay. All right. You all give me your defense.
Well, Your Honor, it's I lost my job. I didn't get to finish the house, so I didn't get the bonus.
Did you know that?
No, not at first. I didn't.
All right. When did you know?
I found out when it was time to actually repay that he had lost his job.
Okay. So what did you expect? Did you extend it? Because that's a short amount of time you gave him.
No, nothing was extended, just for the simple fact is he had that job for quite a while. And therefore, you know, I was assuming he would finish this house and actually be able to pay me.
Don't you think it would have been more practical to give him a little more time?
I think it would have, but at the same time, I needed to be repaid. You know, I'm a single mom. I don't get child support.
I understand that, but you can't get, what's the saying? You can't get blood from a turnip. Yeah. Did you all ask if she would extend it because of what happened? I lost my job. Can I at least have 6 more months?
No.
Larry actually had offered her some tattoo work.
Well, actually, to backtrack on that, you know, I was a year ago that I did a tattoo on her. She come to me, I don't know if she was drunk or high. I have no idea, but it turns out that the tattoo that I did, the next day it wasn't what she wanted.
How long ago was it?
A year ago.
Well, you were high. Remember, you were still getting high a year ago. You only been clean a year. That's why the tattoo was messed up. You were probably out of your mind putting a tattoo on somebody. Let's get to what you told her in terms of repayment. Because if you didn't give her a time frame, then yeah, I would sue you. I would say, you haven't told me when you would pay me. I'm gonna have to take you to court. Whereas if you had told her, well, give me 6 more months, she may have given you that. Ma'am, you want to say something?
Yeah, maybe, but we didn't do that, so.
All right. The good news I hear from this is that you all are at least honest about it. And that's the perhaps #1 sign of recovery, isn't it?
Yes,
is
it
that
is.
you're honest about everything. So good luck. So you sound like you're on your way to a long-term recovery.
Yes.
Good luck to you. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I'm just glad this is over.
So am I.
I mean,
you know what?
you know-
I don't want to ruin our friendship over this.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
don't
I've known
either.
you for so long.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry we couldn't pay you back, so.
Yeah, I understand things happen, but at the same time, you guys should have been maybe saving up to help
Yeah,
pay something back.
so, yeah.
If you can relate to any of our cases today, visit my website, askjudgemathis.com, and let me know your question.